Eep.
Hello everybody. I am Steve from Mac84 and welcome to another Mac84 live stream. How's everyone doing? We have a bunch of folks here already. My goodness. We have Mike of Mike's Mac Shack. We have Eric Hilgeson. We have Trina. We have Tom Computing. Who else is here? We have Enzo, Frederick, Jeremy is here. We got... Wow, I can't read this because it went all... Let me start over. Jeremy's here, Snake Boy's here, Retrotechie's here, Chris is here, Sleepy Malibu's here, DJ Craze is here, Jim's Retro Stuff is here, and Cody Labs is here, Bruce of Brankus Creations is here, Donut Specialist is here. It's a good specialist to be. And yeah, I did not say hello to you. Hello. Welcome to whatever the heck this is. I haven't streamed for a little while, and it shows. But I got some PowerBooks in the mail ages ago at this point, and I have not had the chance to test them. And I see people are smashing the like button. Yeah, if you want to, gently tap the like button, an odd number of times, that'd be cool. I'm doing okie dokie, low wank PC, doing okay. Hey Thomas, how's it going? My goodness, how's everyone doing? So, I got some PowerBooks that I ordered off the E of Bay, very dangerous website. Probably about, oh gosh. Was it like early June, late May, something like that? There was a PowerBook 180C. I don't have a PowerBook 180C. And when I was fixing Luke Miani's PowerBook, he had a 180C, and he sent it to me to recap. And I think he sent me some parts, too. I don't know if it's a whole machine, but it's some parts. And I started looking out for these PowerBooks, and I'm like, I don't have one of those. And then I learned they have a different power adapter and all this crazy stuff. So there was a gentleman on eBay that had some. My mic is muddy, Bruce says. Well, I have the big stupid microscope in front of the microphone, but other than that, I have not touched the darn thing or the placement of it. I did reset the PRAM of my Mac, so maybe the volume went, oh yeah, oh that's low. Yeah, no. How about that? Is that too loud? I will not yell. That might be too loud. It's probably peaking now. Hold please, while we give you some music. I don't know. Bruce says it's much better to his ears. Got loud. I'm going deaf. Maybe that's too loud now. I'll adjust it a little bit. How about that? See, Bruce said it was not good, and now everyone else is deaf now. So if you have hearing problems, that's Bruce's fault. That's all on Bruce. Sing a song to test the audio. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully I did take myself down a peg, so hopefully it's not as loud. My apologies to any ruptured ears. Go yell at Bruce. It's all his fault. Sultry tones of Steve. Oh no, but that's Sloopy. Eep, 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 eep. Alright. Hey, it's Garth. How's it going? It was loud because everyone cranked up the volume. Sure, we'll just sure. Anywho, a gentleman had two PowerBook machines on eBay, and I think they wanted, I think it was like $100-something for it, with shipping and taxes and all that crap. It came out to like $150 US for two PowerBook 180C machines, and I'm thinking that's not too bad. The problem was that they had a whole box, and I'll be doing a video on this if I can ever get around to it, a whole box of power adapters for PowerBooks. And looking at their eBay history, they did a very sneaky, stupid thing, which I hate. They separated the laptops from the power adapters. So they had PowerBook 500 series, they had PowerBook 100 series, they had 1400 models, they had 190s, they had 180Cs, and all this fun stuff. And they separated all the power bricks, and they put them in an auction for $400. $400 for untested, as is, probably broken power adapters. A whole box of probably like 50 of them. Or at least, it was at least 30 or 40 of them. But there was a lot of them. And so I bought the PowerBooks, and I messaged the seller. I'm like, look, these are untested. I'm going to shoot you an offer. And he's like, oh, no, I can't go that low. You know, the listing is already reduced. And I'm thinking to myself, doesn't matter that the listing is reduced. That's a terrible price. No one's going to pay your asking price for a bunch of untested power adapters. Like, what the hell? So a few days go by, and I kept submitting counter offers. Maybe he got tired of me, and I got it for well under half of what he was asking. So I have a box of individually bubble wrapped. That's probably why they're so expensive. Bubble wrapped every single power adapter. Yeah, so the power adapter for the 180C is one I now have, which is great. I have at least one of them. I don't know if the other one that works, but here is a PowerBook 180C. And looks very much like your standard PowerBook, but this has a nice color screen, very reflective. The PowerBooks with the color screens, these early ones, they have a very reflective screen. You can see the ring light thingamajig I have on. But yeah, very reflective screen. In okay condition. It is missing the back panel, which a lot of them are. There is a bunch of crud and corrosion from the battery terminal, which is just coming off. So they got that going for me, huh? Yeah, so this is one of the ones I got. The 180Cs, I believe, have this curve up here where the 180s do not. And the power adapter, although it looks the same, it's different. It's a 24-watt power adapter. So these are not PowerPC. This is before the PowerPC PowerBooks. This is, I believe, a 68030 33 megahertz. Mike could correct me if I'm wrong. So this is Motorola 68K series. And a DOS card for PowerPC for eBay for $100. Better come with a cable. So this is one of them. And then I have another. I'm actually going to put this over here. Well, a few things to show you guys today. I haven't been streaming for a bit. 25 megahertz. I thought it was 33. And here's the other one. Now this one has some issues. We're going to be opening up this one today. This one will turn on, but there's a white bar on the bottom of the screen. Spoke to my good friend Ron of Ron's Computer Videos, because he's a PowerBook 100 series nut. And he determined that it's likely a ribbon cable, and Mike also said the same thing, because it's not like you get lines or anything, it's just a whole block is just not displayed. And we'll power it on in a second to show you. So, yeah. Got something this week I want to turn on without a properly tuned antenna or a dummy load. Doesn't sound like a computer, does it? It's a TV transporter. Ooh, fancy. So here's the power adapter. He's not aware of his surroundings. He's an idiot. This is true. So this is what you want to look out for. If you want to get one of these power adapters, let's let the camera focus. There we go. It says 24 watts. And this is a 7.5 volt, 3 amp power supply. Boink. Exactly, Anonymous Freak. Nice to see you again. Hope you're doing well. So, yeah. Looks like your standard PowerBook adapter. Says it's a PowerBook adapter. It's a special one. So we're going to plug this in. I have tested it. It has not blown up yet. And you'll see exactly what I see on this. Now, the hinges of these are a little delicate, so I'm not going to be throwing this around too crazy. I'm going to use the camera, there we go, to do the work for me. And we're going to plug this in and turn it on. There we go. Yes, I do have the video output adapter for these machines. So as you can see, now it's a black line. Before it was, yeah, there. Now it's sort of changing color. But it does boot up. Oh, look at that! It kind of fixed itself for a split second. I don't know if you saw that. Either way, I could hear the plastic creaking. That is not something I want to mess with. But Garth and Bruce and Mike are going to be extremely sad at the amount of memory that's in this silly thing. Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. Absolutely ridiculous amount of memory in this thing. I don't know how it's loading 7.5 without yelling. But the hard drive still works miraculously. Ridiculous in the sad sense, Garth. Alright, let's go and see. Oh, this trackball. We have 4 whole megabytes. Mike was right. 4 whole megabytes of memory on this poor thing. There we go. Whopping 4 whole megabytes. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do today, Anonymous Freak. We're going to recap... your Apple IIe has more memory than that. Thanks, 4am. Nice seeing you in the chat. We're going to recap the display. And I actually already recapped the display that Ron sent me for his machine. So I'm going to open this up, and while I have it open, I want to test that display. Because you could see these lines that are to the left and the right. If I move the window, you'll see they follow the window. And that shouldn't happen on an active matrix screen. On a passive matrix, yeah. On an active matrix, not so much. Oh, Snake Boy, thank you very much for the super chat. You have requested a quack instead of an eep. Well, it's very, very unusual here, but quack. How about that? Oh, I'm too zoomed in. Hey. So yeah, no retro techie. What the hell would you think I would say? Absolutely not. So let's turn this machine off, and we'll try and open it up without damaging it too much, huh? Why, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. Patrick says the family had a Quadra 610 with 4 megs RAM. Seems pretty standard. Yes, if you're running System 7.1, it's fine. If you're running System 7.5, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to unplug this power cord. It's our working one. And we're going to open up this PowerBook, but that's not the only PowerBook I have here today. Trina, no, but you could have a broken Mac Classic. That may already be yours. We have another item here that's PowerBook related. I got this, also off eBay. And this is all Ron's fault. There was a PowerBook online. Came with the power cord. This one was much cheaper than the other ones. And it's one that I don't think I have, because I think I gave this one away ages ago, as the box goes falling behind me. Anyone want to guess what this is, just based on the power adapter? Just based on the not-so-standard Apple PowerBook adapter. I'll let you take a few guesses as I unpack this thing. Let's see, where'd they put the tape? This one was only $31. $31. That's not a 3400. Somebody guessed it right, but it's not a 3400. I'm going to say I'm not sure if it's a color machine or not. I'm not sure. We'll find out in a moment. It's a heavy boy, though. Here we go. It's a PowerBook 190 CS. PowerBook 190 CS. Now, I actually think the auction promised this to be a slightly different model. Hold, please. Hold on a second. I want to make sure it was something that yeah. Let's see what the picture says. I could have just read the description wrong. Nope, yeah, it is a CS. Okay, all right. Got sure that I got the thingamajig in the thing. So this is a PowerBook 190 CS. They said it didn't work. Cosmetically, it looks absolutely beautiful. Really. They put little stickers on the rubber because those like to fall out. Hey, we got a bonus. Best data 56K card. There we go. We got a modem card. Whoops, not anymore. I always love the artwork on these things. This end up. 56K Rockwell fax modem card. Very cool. I'm going to put that to the side and never use it. Hey Eric, how's it going? Hey Photo Jedi, how's it going? Recently recapped to 145B. Picked up a while ago. Thanks to your guide. Nice to watch your stream. Oh, Dogmander, thank you so much. I'm glad. See, this is why I put out those guides. This is why I do these streams, to help people fix their own stuff. Modem. Modulator, demodulator. The whole internet, Garth? The whole internet? Now, this machine is interesting, because it's very similar to the 5300, because that was the more expensive model. This was the cheaper one. 68K processor. But look at the feet. You push the little button. Feet come out. Let's see if this one wants to work. Hey, look at that. Isn't that cool? So there we go. Has a built-in floppy drive, and we have a battery, unfortunately. Let's, oh, the battery has a crack on it. That's okay. It's just the battery. Ooh. There's some corrosion and a big crack. Oh, well. There was just a piece of plastic in there. There's not really much in here. Looks okay in there. Huh? Let's see. You have an LCD, there are RIP cables, so you need to get it replaced. If you can't find one, let me know. Because I have some parts. I don't know if they're good, but I have some parts. Yeah, this leaked pretty badly. I mean, it leaked, and then let's block my face so the camera doesn't autofocus me. I'm behind, the man behind the PowerBook. This is not working well, because then I can't see what... Oh, God. YouTube and the things. And the... Come on. So just the focus on the thing that's closest to your damn lens. Well, anyway, there's a crack there, and then it follows on this side. There's a huge crack. I know it's out of focus, because this camera's stupid sometimes. There we go. You can see all that horrendousness. So yeah, that's a thing. But I'm curious if this works, because a lot of the time when you get a battery that is past its prime, the machine just won't turn on with the battery. So we'll see. Almost impossible to source. Well, I might have a spare or two, because I have machines without screens, but they have like cables dangling out. So depending on like what half of the cable you need, that might work out for you. I don't know. I don't even know if they work. I just literally bought them in June, so I have not tested them yet. But yeah, if you can make a replacement, I know some of these places are offering flex cable creation services, which is awesome. I mean, you have to design the darn thing, but if you had to change the display on any of those, would VGA HDMI output be possible? Absolutely not. VGA, yes. HDMI, not without a bunch of crazy doodad adapters. And the screens of these, they're all, internal cables are all proprietary. You're not going to get VGA or HDMI out from anything unless you had some weird third-party add-on exclusive thing, or if you were able to, like, run the signal through a Raspberry Pi and have it process it. That's not the way laptops work of any kind. Macs or PCs, 99% of the time, they're all their own proprietary stuff. All right, so that's why a few years ago when everyone was trying to... A few years ago, my goodness. It's like 20 years ago. When those digital photo frames were all the fad. People were just reusing their old laptops by just like folding the screen the other way. All right, let's see if this thing explodes, huh? I'm gonna plug it in, and plug the power in. 3, 2, 1. Are you kidding? They said it didn't work. Sounds like it works to me. Let's see if that screen lights up. I mean, the chime is promising. Wait. I hear the hard drive. I see something on the screen. It's very faint. Caps may just need a good replacing. How about that? $31. Yeah, I think the brightness is really the only one that's adjusting here. Yeah, the caps are probably a goner on this display. I don't think I have a recapping guide for this one, but I do for the 5300. It does do the video out, and of course I just put all those bins over here where my video out adapter is for these PowerBooks. Let me grab them. You can watch things fall and me scream. I think it's actually, yeah, it's below here. Oh, that's right. You got the caps list on your website. If it's the Torreson screen. Yeah, I'm not sure. They made a few different ones. I'm not sure which one this is, to be honest, because I haven't opened it up yet. But... oh, boy. Oh, this is heavy. Hey, Joe. Safe travels, my friend, to K-Fest. All right, we got my... big old bin of PowerBook stuff. Power adapters, DVD drives, questionable batteries. Here we go. This is what you need for a DB15. Let's put that back in there. We're going to put this to the side. We'll probably need it later. There we go. Okie dokie. Well, that was exciting. I didn't expect this thing to work at all. Let alone the power adapter that came with it. You may have to go home and skip Kansas Fest. No, why? You okay, Joe? Hopefully you're okay, buddy. Someone arrived early on campus with COVID and symptoms. Oh, great. Oh, that's lovely. Just like, just hose them down. Like, just put them in a back to tank or something. Leave them out of the event. We have a SCSI thing. That's not what we need. We need our... there it is. I was like, where's my DB15 to VGA something or other? It's attached to this other board on my desk. Sounds like someone didn't know where the power button was on that. Either someone didn't know or the battery on this system was not making it bootable. Alright, so DB15, I'm going to turn on our video scaler, plug this in, and plug the VGA cable in. Some conversion technology fun going on here. Let's see if this wants to work today. Sorry about the volume. All Bruce's fault. Let's go and wake this device up because it's old. And we have to go to this capture thingy, which sometimes wants to work, other times it doesn't. So let's just plug it in and see what happens, huh? Alright. Oop. I bet you there's a warning message about the clock, or that it wasn't shut down properly. I mean, I'm catching up on the chat. Oh, sorry. Joe got the Blue Scuzzy V2. Yes. Oh, those are fun. I might need to get more. All right, come on, you silly video scaler. This is the problem with this thing. I'm using this cheapo USB capture box, and it seems like every other time I just gotta unplug it and plug it back in, and then it works fine. But it's like just the weird process I have to go to. There we go. Alright, so let's reboot. Because Macs usually don't like you just of this vintage. Usually don't like you plugging in an external display. There we go. It's probably a mirrored mode. Hope you feel better, Patrick. Yeah, it's probably a mirrored mode, so we'll have to wait. I'm using an Atlona AT-Line Pro 5 digital scaler. I did a video about that, so if you want to check that out. It's about VGA capture. But just note that the little Atlona capture box dealie, the tiny one I recommend, some people said they weren't too happy with it. So, don't tell anyone where I parked. I'm on Team Blue Scuzzy. Nothing wrong with other solutions, but I got enough Blue Scuzzies to fill most of my stuff here. The Blue Scuzzy, what I like about it is uses disk images. Very simple to configure. You basically download a file, you put it on a blank SD card, and you're booting up. You don't have to format it a weird way. You don't have to already have a working disk or a boot disk or anything like that. So there you go. Alright, so let's wait for something to come up here. And we'll see. I forget if there's a command to actually change the primary display. I forget. The raw Scuzzies are great. Those are fun to play around with. Well, I haven't played with one electrical outlet, so I'm just going from the previous Scuzzy SD thingamajig. So that's all. I don't know. But the raw Scuzzy is really cool. You can do a lot of the emulation stuff with like Ethernet and video. Oh, look at that. So we have our cursor. Whee! What does this say? American Dream Report. Wait, what? Is that the mall they built in New Jersey? What's the command? Used to be a command. There's nothing, absolutely nothing on this screen. Command A. Oh, I see what you're saying. I like the way you think, Goth. Oh my goodness. Watch, the windows will still pop up on the other side. Yep. Let's see. SYS open. CON open. MON open. That should open the monitor's control panel. Maybe it's thinking about it. Oh boy. Yeah, well, I'm not opening this stuff, guys. Let's just cover it up. Something's going on. I think I opened the wrong control panel. It's very unhappy with me. Oh, what is... There used to be a command. Oh, I'm going to have to open up the manual or something. Hold on. Let's see. Those are ClarisWorks files, I believe, or AppleWorks to be more accurate. PowerBook. Any one of the manuals for the PowerBook should have the user guide, I think. Should have here it is. Should have a section about the screen. So if there is, I'm just downloading it now. If there is some type of functionality, we'll find out. Let me bring this on my third screen here. It would be safe to open. Yeah, I don't know. Let's not tempt fate. Alright, connecting an external monitor. Page 60. You must install the video out upgrade. Yeah, we did that. Many Apple monitors, blah, 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 blah. Connect to the thing, attach the video, turn on the monitor. Make sure the video output card has been properly working with the monitor. Note the screen dimming feature on the PowerBook turns the brightness down. That's nice. Well, that was absolutely not helpful at all. I think that only works on the USB ones, Colin, but that's a good suggestion. I will go ahead and try that as I spin around in the chair. Whee! Let me grab. I don't. Will Command A actually grab the window? I mean, there's nothing. I can't drag over. It's, I can wildly select things, but. What a pain in the butt. Alright, let's get some cables here. I have to get a mouse. Well, it's better than a mouse and a keyboard. As I almost fall off my damn chair. You're doing the dishes now, Mike? Come on. What's wrong with you? You missed all the potential explosions. We got a mouse. Let's put it to sleep. The mouse is still moving. Up. Wake up. Wake up. Yeah, I don't think it works that... Wait. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Colin. I didn't think that worked on these old machines. How about that? Thanks. Appreciate it. Let's see how far I got to... I did open the system folder. But I guess I didn't open the control panel. So we have, open up monitors here. Well, you're not supposed to hot plug ADB. I got a very stupid Reddit message years ago of some guy being like, "You look at the Apple documentation." It's like, yeah, I don't care. You're not supposed to do it. Don't do it. I did it because I'm an idiot. Don't do as I do, etc. Yeah, Happy New Year. It thinks it's January 1st. Now, if I open the display, we should see... well, actually, hold on. First off, yeah, let's see what happens. If I open the display... nothing happens. No, absolutely nothing. Well, at least we can see what's up with this system here. Got a bunch of crap installed, obviously. Running 8.1 with 40 whole megabytes of memory. Try hot plugging in ADC display. Oh, yeah, I know, Bruce. And we both get yelled at it, I'm sure. So, yeah. Let's drag all this crap back over. And what I'm going to do, for a future Steve. We can go to control panels. This mouse is not cooperating with me. Go to monitors and sound. I'm going to make an alias of that with Command M, which they changed to Command L on the newer systems. And I'm going to actually make a copy of this and just name it. I made 2 copies. Oops. Yeah. And I'm going to name just monitor. Not that that will necessarily help if I have 2 displays, if I can't see it. But what I'll try to do is put this over, like, on the side. just on the side there. Alright, so, I'm not opening these files because you people are weird, and I don't want to get everybody looking at stuff they shouldn't. Do I dare see what applications they opened recently? After Dark, America Online. Happy New Year. I got email. Oh boy. Well, anyway, we're going to shut this down. The system works except for the screen, so we'll probably have to recap it or service it otherwise. It's a nice surprise, though. I did not expect this machine to work at all. So, that's a nice little happy little thing there. The American Dream Report. You want to see the American Dream Report? All right. We're going to see what the American Dream Report is. If it's a naughty dream, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything. Hold down shift. Make this thing boot faster. Electrical outlets, stop making sense. You know 3 years from now, I'm just going to be like, it's a PowerBook. Wait a second. What's going on? After Dark Mucho. Compilation on Macintosh Garden, says Garth. Let's check that out. Which programming language do I recommend to learn? Whatever the fancy one is that you'll get jobs from, Retro Game. I have no clue. Please don't type in caps. It's not going to grab my attention, I swear. That's better than my 190 with stop 8 megs of RAM, which isn't enough to do anything. I tried to run iCab on it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you're not going to want to do that. It's taking its sweet time to boot. I'm looking at this After Dark collection that Garth shared. The mostly complete collection of After Dark modules pre-installed, ready to go, using After Dark 4.03, tested on a color-capable Macintosh System 7. Oh, nice. Good find, Garth. Yeah, the programming language depends on what you want to do. I could barely walk my way through HTML and CSS, so I'm not the person you want to be talking to about programming languages. I did learn a little bit of PHP, and when Ruby on Rails was like the new hot thing, I learned a little bit about that. And all of that did me no good because I didn't remember any of it. All right, so let's see if we open this monitor's control panel. It should open one on the second screen. Probably not. Let's see. Yay! But it doesn't let us mirror them. Alright, well, sorry. We'll have to make it go to sleep first. Wake it up. Oh wait, I was supposed to let it... It's still asleep. Don't tell anybody. You have to push the power button on the keyboard to wake it up. That's weird. But anyway. About the smashed up Pippin, yes, and I responded to that person's YouTube comments. They never responded back. I saw another message and I responded to them, and they have not responded to me back. So one of those people that got something that got crushed in the mail, and they're like, oh, it's ruined forever. And I'm like, yeah, I could probably fix that, and they don't want to respond. Not my fault. Anyway, let's see what the heck this American dream is. Avert your eyes if you're a young child at home or something. I have no idea what the heck this is. It's all at whoever's fault is in the chat. Alright, well, it's just like a book report type thing. Nothing exciting. Excellent. Alright, let's shut this thing down. And move on to ripping open a PowerBook. Alright. Well, that was a very pleasant surprise. Really, it was listed as not working. And I remember joking to Ron, like, wouldn't it be funny if it's just like the power adapter or the battery? So I do have little labels. I'm going to put a little sticker on here. That just tells me, like, bad screen, but it does work. Might as well make myself full screen. Ugh. AppleWorks is a pretty good productivity application. They basically, it started out with ClarisWorks, and Apple, I believe, purchased ClarisWorks, and then they released it as AppleWorks from then on. It was actually released for the PC, too. They had a few releases of AppleWorks on Windows. In fact, I have a boxed copy of the Windows version. I don't have a boxed copy of the Apple version. It would be nice to have the two on the shelf. But I picked up the boxed copy of the Windows version at a store called Ollie's, which was a discount store. Still is. And they had AppleWorks. And I'm like, oh, wow, you never see Apple stuff here. And, of course, it was the bloody Windows version. So it's just one of those things. Oh, yeah, AppleWorks was on the Apple II as well. Can't get this label separated. There we go. My goodness. All right, I'm just putting a sticker on the bottom. I have a marker somewhere. Here we go. That was $31 well spent, I think. So, bad LCD caps, question mark, boots okay to 8.1, 40 MB of RAM. Not going to be able to read that because there's a bunch of writing on that thing. There we go. All right. Put that to the side. Retro Game, you're welcome to participate in the conversation. Just don't have caps lock on. People consider it as spam. And the moderators who help me with this channel also consider it as spam. That's your one and only warning, fella. Probably put a label on that this one works too. A lot of power adapters that don't seem to want to work anymore. Alright, so I'll put the sticker on there. And there we go. Alright, so now we tested that PowerBook 190 CS, and did I mix up my PowerBooks? Where's the... Oh, there it is. This is the one that's not too happy, so we're going to open up this one. Joe is begging us for dinner suggestions. You really want my dinner suggestions? You're going to eat at some hippie place that's going to serve you like a Caesar salad and a cowboy hat or something. Power adapters can be repaired depending on what's wrong. I'm not an expert on power supplies or analog circuitry of any kind. But depending on what's going on, yeah, sometimes they can be repaired. Sometimes it's not worth it. But, McDonald's. Hey, Drake, how's it going? So now we're going to play a very dangerous game. And that is opening up a PowerBook for the first time. I've never opened a PowerBook 180C. And I'm trying to see if there's a guide. I mean, usually what you do is you remove the screws on the bottom and then go from there. So That's what I'll end up doing. Did I bring my tools down here? Yes, I did. I actually have to do a review on this toolkit. I have no time to do anything, so have not been doing that. Sorry, let me make the chat bigger. I'm missing stuff. I apologize. Pop out chat. Make the chat bigger, because I have old eyes and I can't see things. Well, I'm getting to the screen, basically. So we're going to take the whole damn thing apart, probably. 8 it is. So we'll just end up taking the whole thing apart, I'm sure. 165C. I've opened a 165C. Okay. We'll follow that then. 80 for watching. Hey, Eep. 37 likes. Come on, people. Yes, please smash the like button. What that does is it tells YouTube, hey, this guy's not completely off his rocker. I actually maybe like his content, kind of, sort of. So please do that. Appreciate that. Doesn't cost you a darn thing. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing as well. I'm around like 15,600 subscribers. Nowhere near as much as my fancy friends Bruce and Sean of Action Retro, who are like closer to 100,000 than probably I'll ever be. But they have more frequent release schedules than I do. Or at least they're more handsome than I am. Because I guess that must be it. I just, that's my only guesses. Making Bruce blush over there. I did find, oh, it fell down. I did find my old Eye of Brankus post-it paper thingamajig that I used to put on the wall. Adults only creations. Just slightly. Alright, so let's follow this thing here. Oh, this wants you to take the display off first. Oh no, that's to get to the display. Well, see, I want to get to the display and the ribbon. I want to take the whole thing apart. So let's go to the daughter board then. So remove the battery, take the door off, which I don't have. We gotta do this thing. Aw, Retro Techie. That is so specific. Thank you. This one does have a modem in it, so I got that going for me. Alright, so once you remove those screws, you don't need to see me. Let's focus on the PowerBook here. So I've removed all the 4 bottom screws and this screw. Do not forget this screw. My goodness, don't. Yeah, no, you have to be careful with the ribbon cable. Alright. Well, the thing is, this is the PowerBook 180C that has a weird display thing. So there we go. So that ribbon cable is done. Now this is always fun. No matter how many times I do this, they recommend doing it this way. We'll see. These clips here on the front, left and the right, they always get me. They always get me. Let's see. Do I have... No, that's metal. I don't want to use that. Where's one of those plastic thingamajigs? I used to have like 1 billion of them on this desk. Used to. Well, no. If you saw the beginning of the stream, the whole bottom of the display has a solid white bar. So it's probably a ribbon cable that's either snapped or it's not seated in the fully. So that's why I want to take the whole thing apart. No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. I think I have a picture of it. Hold on. Let me show you a pic. It's easier than you rewinding the stream to explain the thing. Alright, there you go. So the top of the screen, normal. Bottom of the screen, white. Solid white. Yeah, well, we'll figure out. That's why I want to open it up, see what the heck is going on in here. So, don't tell me I can't fix something, because that's like a curse word. This is so stupid. Every one of these. Very common, huh? This being my first one, it's just a 400 screen instead of a 480. This being my first PowerBook 180. I have 180C. I don't have much experience with that. All right, that clip is good. There we go. This one is the problematic one. Don't crack on me, please. You probably already did. Hey, look at that. All right. We're in good shape. Well, EV Vibes, we're going to figure out what's going on. Maybe we can help each other out, huh? So this looks like the memory upgrade board. Was this the one with the 4 megabytes? Because this was sort of wobbly on there. I wonder if this was actually seated in all the way. Because isn't 4 megabytes the standard? Because that looks like a heck of a lot more than 4 megabytes to me. Unless I'm opening the wrong one. Which could be very true. Oh god, that would be a pain in the butt, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be though? Wouldn't it? Wait, I did label them. This is number 2. Yeah, this is the one with the bad screen. But that... Okay, so there must be something up here. So this was not seated in all the way. So one of them had 4 megs, which was this one. So hey, has more than 4 megs. That's awesome. So this was just loose or something. Nice. A little upgrade there. That's always nice. Huh? Alright, so... is there a data sheet for those ICs? I have no clue. I mean, probably some crazy guy like me is doing this. Silicon Insider or somebody like that. Focus. I mean, getting this connector apparently is not easy anymore. Or, come on. Hey, there we go. Oh, thank you, Garth, for super chat. Eat your recent PowerBook RAM acquisition. That's half the fun of getting these. I mean, this was there. That's firmly in there now. And I got a modem, Garth. The modem. I mean, come on. Look at that modem. I have a chance to get a color classic that may or may not work. It's complete and looks nice. Any ideas on how much to spend on a crapshoot? $50. If you can go there in person, plug a keyboard in, see if it does anything. I can't tell you much more than that on the color classics because they could have analog board issues, they could have logic board issues. It's just, yeah. So the original SCSI hard drive is here. I do have a blue SCSI I could put in, PowerBook edition. I'm not going to do that just now because we don't know if we can fix the screen on this yet. So the screen is on the other half of the system, so I'm going to move this away. I'm going to put this behind me. And now we're going to focus on the screen. So we have the trackball here, which could use a good cleaning. We have keyboard, we have the display, which I want to take the whole thing out. I don't know, Joe, why it's doing that. YouTube is weird. Weird YouTube. Weird. Alright, so we have the inverter thingamabooble thing. We have this whole thing. There's a battery in here, which everyone loves. Gotta have batteries. Now, the fun part here is going to be removing the screen without absolutely destroying every shred of plastic that's on here. Oh, boy. Well, if we go to the display guide for iFixit, yeah, it's just going to want us to take out the LCD. Which is fine. We can do that. Stop clicking. No, Drake. You don't want me to remove anything. You should have taken off the screen first. You need to remove it while it's open. You don't want to operate the hinges without the bottom half. I mean... Okay. I can't really do much of that now, can I? Well, I mean, just looking at this scientifically here, these screw posts go into this, rest on the plastic, so they don't necessarily go into there. I mean, oh, if you do a super chat, the RV goes away. Colin, thank you for being on my side. I mean, look, it is messed up. I'm going to at least take a look at it. Well, it's mine. If I break it, I break it. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Alright, so we're going to have it just sit like that. Oh, it's where's your sense of adventure? In my mind, it's already half broken. You're like, this guy's crazy. Alright, just removing the little rubber covers on the PowerBooks screen. I haven't done this in a long time. Go away button, put a blue SCSI in. I may have to. I don't know if I'll put it in this one. I probably, one of them I'll put a blue SCSI in. Definitely. I do like the sound of the hard drive, but it's not going to last forever, that's for sure. I like your new glasses. They're my backup pair because I broke my other pair by dropping them when I woke up. Only $2. Colin. Oh, Colin. The biggest YouTube scam to ever hit is... My Apple Watch is always going to tell me to do things at the worst possible time. Avoid heart attack. Do not open PowerBook. Your stress levels seem high. Are you opening a Macintosh Portable? Are you working on a Quadro 840 AV? So now we have very wobbly plastic. This is gonna be fun. I think there's a plastic dealie in here. Oh, that's too... Wait. Hold on. I didn't do a review of this tool set yet. Oh, you didn't get EAP? I'm sorry, Eric. EAP? Buy Blue SCSIs. BlueSCSI.com. There we go. Just using this guitar pick deal to separate the screen. You don't want to go too far in, but you just want to... Go to Wendy's and Taco Bell, then you're guaranteed to have diarrhea, Joe. You go to Wendy's, you get the chili, then you go to Taco Bell and you get whatever the hell they have, and you, you just have a bad time. Oh, boy. No, you stay up there. All right. My dad was assigned a Duo 280C back in 1995 for work. Long story short, a groundskeeper ran over it with a riding mower. I think we need to know the rest of that story. You can't just say, yeah, I had a laptop once and yeah, got run over by a lawnmower. How? All right, so we have the ribbon cable here, I see. Which looks to be okay, honestly. Yeah, a lot of the plastic has been deteriorating from this area, which is to be expected because the screen was wobbly before. Before I even got into it, I noticed that it would not stay 1,000% happy. But that's okay. I have 3D printed thingamajigs I could do to make this happier. Plus, I have to test a screen that I fixed for Ron. So that's the other reason why we're opening this today. You're pretty resilient. May your colon be as resilient as Joe's. The problem is this ribbon cable likes to there we go. It likes to stick on this thing. So I know I'm tearing this thing down more than I have to, but I really just want to separate this. Because this ribbon cable, at least at this point in time, before I broke anything, it looks fine. As fine as a ribbon cable from whatever years this machine was made can look. This This is why I don't like working with PowerBooks of this vintage, because they're fragile and the parts are hard to come by, especially for the color models. Alright, well, who the heck designed this thing? The devil himself. The devil himself designed this thing. Because I cannot get this ribbon cable out of here properly. What I'm probably going to have to do is the Mac 84, the musical. Yeah, we're going to have to be super duper careful with this now. So what I'll probably have to do here is take out the display and unhook the display, the ribbon cable from the display itself, which is probably the best way to do it, because I do have to test a display in here anyway. Yeah, the cable from the LCD side, the cable's going under the screen, so I have to remove the screen first. I'm going to break all this plastic, I know it. There we go. Yank it really hard for me. Joe, what are you telling me to yank? This is a family show. UPS damaged my PowerBook 520C, and I'm hoping they don't do the same with my ThinkPad. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, unfortunately it seems these days that there are many more packages than there used to be, which means that less care is being taken to them, and people are just throwing stuff around for fun, seemingly. Alright, let's undo that. Alrighty, so that's the board for that. There's an inverter plug. Hopefully that only goes in one way. Well, let's put a little marker dot on it. I need a third hand. Alright, so let's lift up this display. Just wiggle it over just an inch over there. So now I could unplug the inverter cable. So now this display most of the display. Alright, what a monster of a ribbon cable we got here. My goodness. Alright, so the ribbon cable actually looks fine to me, but who knows. The caps don't, but hey Kate, how's it going? Caught me at the worst time. Oh, come on, you stupid thing. It's just a little 4-pin thingamajig. There we go. Alright. Whew. Do not want to put pressure on this ribbon cable if I don't got it. Okay. There we go. Whew. Let's take a look at this. Look at that ribbon cable. Now that is a monster ribbon cable. My goodness. Oof. Okay, well, this is going to be fun. Wait, you mean YouTube released a feature without testing it thoroughly? No. Them or their parent company would never do that. Alright, so this is stuck on there. And let's see. These look like they just wiggle free. least that one did. Maybe that's why that portion of the screen was not happy. Rewire with a wire wrap. Oh boy. Well. There we go. Now, unfortunately, I am going to have to take this ribbon cable off because Ron didn't include one with his, and if I have to test his display, these caps smell terrible, but they don't look as bad as they did on Ron's system. So, all right. Still, we got to figure out this ribbon cable situation. I think last time I applied some heat to it, and that helped. No, I'm not gonna pull it off just without anything. I'm gonna apply some gentle heat, and gently, as I unbury my heat gun. Jeez. Yeah, I know, Dana. Ugh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, everything's falling everywhere. Only I would have telephone cable twisted all over my desk. Gentle. Apply directly to the forehead. I'm being gentle. I'm being gentle. Since when am I not gentle? Watch me break like 5 things in an attempt to not break that. Alright, let's bring the temperature way, way down. Yeah, that should be okay. Fragile. Chronologically. There's actually 2 caps on the 165C. That might do it. Where's that little guitar pick? Let's try to pick up the guitar pick and it goes under the thing. Well, that's... I had to trim my fingernails, really? Let's make that a little bit hotter. No, it's warm. I could put my hand here without burning myself. It's warm. It's not hot. We're talking like 120°C. And I'm not putting it directly on it. Very gentle. Usually these ribbon cables are so, like, old that there's no adhesive on them at all. There we go. So usually I don't have this problem, but... this is going to be fun. I'm at a very low temperature here, folks. I'm not pulling, I'm just holding. Seems to be working slowly. But it does seem to be working. I know kind of what I'm doing. I've been doing this stuff for ages. I'm just old and forgetful. Doesn't help that I have one hand to do this with. Yay! See? I didn't break it. Trina, that's why I did not say anything as a follow-up, because I knew you'd even make the follow-up dirty. It's a family channel. Keep it in your pants. This one's really stuck on. Why would I twist the caps off? When has anyone seen me in like the 5+ years I've been YouTubing twist any caps off, other than as a demonstration as to not to do it? No, God no, not on an old cranky Macintosh. No, thank you. Let's get the heat going again. IPA would help, but I can't get it under the cable. There's too much of a seal there. Like you're supposed to do, yes. Now, in this case, there's a lot of plastic around here, so I might just use a soldering iron and teeter-totter them off like I did to Ron's board the other day. But I might not have to do that. If I use low enough temperatures, I should be okay. His was very crusty, which was fun. And, of course, I'm using that in a sarcastic sense. This ribbon cable does not want to come off. Whatever the glue they used on this one is different from the glue they used on every other one I've done. Yes, but the whole reason I tell people not to twist the caps off is because I don't know who's watching my channel. Somebody who's brand new to soldering could be watching it, and I could be giving them advice that could not be the best. And I'm not responsible for what people do to their machines, but I feel like I have some sort of responsibility to be like, look, this is the good and the bad and why you should consider doing X, Y, and Z. I'm not perfect, certainly, but when I first started recapping, I followed a video that the 8-bit guy did, and he twisted them off. And I really wish I didn't follow that, because I made some very poor decisions on my Macintosh 2CX and my Quadra 840 AV because of that. So I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying if you do it, you should be, knowing what you're doing, the risks involved, and be able to fix any of those traces and things that you could potentially screw up. So, to each their own. You can do whatever the hell you want. But if you're starting out, I would suggest obviously testing your skills on a solder kit. And Bruce of Brankus Creations, who's here in the chat, has an excellent video series on just getting into soldering and all that stuff. So, all right, we got the ribbon cable off. I'm going to turn this upside down, get rid of this thing, and I unfortunately have to reseat this here. It's not taking the cable fully out. Put this back here. There we go. Now this will be able to actually answer a question for us. Because we have a ribbon cable that doesn't seem to have any damage to it. I haven't looked at it under a microscope or anything, but it looks okay to me. I don't see any bends or kinks or anything. But my friend Ron did give me a display to fix. This is from his PowerBook 180. No, that's 100. Wrong one. There it is. And let's make sure they're the same type. Sharp LQ 9D01A. So there we go. Sharp LQ 9D01A. And this is already recapped, but it does need to be tested. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. That is a little sticky. Let me put... do I have any more tape? This piece of paper will work fine. So it sticks to anything. It sticks to this paper. All right. So I'm going to plug this into Ron's screen. Then we'll be able to tell if the problem is with the ribbon cable or not, actually, because if it displays perfectly, we know the ribbon cable's okay. Now this is going to be a longer term project. So I'm going to have to fix the 3D print little posts and all that stuff, and fix up this PowerBooks little stands for the the hinges. And then I'm going to have to glue it and set it overnight and all that stuff. So I'm not going to be able to finish that in this video. But I did want to test this screen, which I'm having a heck of a time getting this little connector in. Wouldn't it be funny if they had different versions? Alright, good. Alright, that's all in there. So what I have to do now is take mine, which has little plastic pieces just hanging here. Now there are two caps on this little board, this TDK board. There are two little purple caps here. The negative side faces down near the labels C11 and C17, and their values are 22 microfarad, 10 volts. So there you go. They say 22 on the top and 10 on the bottom, so I'm assuming that's 22 microfarad, 10 volts. And we're going to plug everything back into here. Little plastic pieces are falling off. What types of caps are you replacing it with? Well, I did tantalums on these, because that's what I had in stock. And we're going to lift this up very carefully. Super duper carefully. Got to plug in all the inverter stuff while making sure you don't break anything else. Well, whatever they are, they look like capacitors. Well, it's good. That means we don't have to replace them, huh? But it's good to know the values, huh? Sure is. And this connector's giving me trouble. Probably because it only goes in one way, which it does. There we go. Alright. So let's lift up the display a bit. There we go. Alright. Let's get that over here. Okay. Well, this sort of a weird way, but we got to do it. Let's see. Those were the. Oh, here's the screen screws. I'm going to screw the screen in loosely, just so it's in something. Of course, the screw magnetized my screwdriver. Yes, like the smash button. I like the smashing of the thing. It's fun. I smash all the buttons. Smashy, smashy. All right. And you know what? I'll leave the other one over there. I don't have to do all of them. All righty. Make sure my RAM card is actually seated. Don't worry, it'll probably unseat itself. I'm not going to fully put this all back together because I'm just testing this thing here. And this is going to be very sensitive. There we go. Wish I had an extension cable for this. Make this a lot easier, now wouldn't it? Ow, plastic. Alright, that should be good enough. Oh boy. What a cluster this is. Alright, let's get a mouse plugged in, because we're not going to be able to control it with the trackpad, because it's not going to be seated properly. And we need our special power adapter. And let me make sure I could adjust this display very carefully, because there was nothing holding this up except for me. So we could rest it against the microscope very gently. Do not do this at home. I'm going to plug it in and turn it on. Where's the button? There it is. 3, 2, 1. Well, we don't have that bar on the bottom, which is good. And it's very dim. Very dim. But it's there. It could be a cable's not settled, maybe? It's hard for me to tell, to be honest. Well, I mean, it's not my LCD, it's Ron's. And I have to ask him what the symptoms were beforehand. Backlight not plugged in. Well, there is some light from this. It is all plugged in there. But let me shut it down. That is a good observation there, Colin. I mean, this is a very old power supply. Let's remove the hard drive. Can we just easily unplug it? No, we can't. Of course not. Of course we can't unplug it. That would be just too simple now, wouldn't it? Oh, boy. Let me ping my friend Ron here. Boop. See if he's around. He might be driving to the event thingy. Discord is going to do 57 updates. Oh my god, Discord, you suck. Stop. Oh, see you, Dana. So let me unplug everything here. Same power supply, same inverter, same ribbon cable worked fine on mine, but the LCD was different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reseat everything just to make sure. I have to unplug this again. Make sure everything is plugged in firmly with this ribbon cable. Because you never know. We were fiddling around with things, trying to pry them open and close them and all this stuff. Alright, so that one's okay. Alright, that looks like it is seated in there snug. Same with that. So at least those connections to the display appear okay. Let's unscrew the display again. Double check. It could be a bad bulb, I assume. I mean, there could be a lot of problems going on here. Like I said, it's not a display that I have experienced like a before and after thing with. So could be a few things going on here. There are a few unknowns, but that's okay. We're going to try and figure this out. Well, the display has been recapped, so that's why I'm like, what do I do now? Okay, so let's unplug. Oh, come on. Your part number is different, like on the LCD, you mean? Because this is a, here, I'll get a good picture of this. Maybe it's like a 9-inch display or something. Well, that's the part number there. I'll take a screenshot of that. It's a part number of Ron's display, and mine, which should be very similar, is this one here. So they're both LQD01A. Let me put the camera back on the thingamajig. There we go. Oh, you camera mount, you. Alright, so let me just make sure I didn't goof up or anything like that. Caps look all like they're okay. Ribbon cable seems to be okay. There's a ribbon cable on the top and the bottom. Those appear to be okay. It blew the speaker and released magic smoke. That's one hell of an event there. These are the fluorescent tubes. I believe this wiring should be okay. It was twisted a little bit, but that shouldn't really be problematic. Let's compare the dip switches to mine. Just for funsies, because yes, there are dip switches on the display. 3. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, same. On this one, it's slightly that way. The 4 was slightly moved. I mean, it shouldn't make a difference, but all right. So sorry about that. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. It could very well be the little fluorescent tubes. Somebody could probably make an LED mod for that. Somebody much smarter than I am. This ribbon cable looks like it's seated, but I'm going to reseat it just for funsies. Have it open. Might as well do it now, huh? Oh, that's fun. Sorry for the lousy view. I have a lousy view as well, so you're not getting anything better than I am. Yeah, I mean, that cable's in there. Can't exactly put it in anymore. And if I use my multimeter, which should be here, whichever one is plugged in at the moment. How's it almost 10 a.m.? My goodness. 10 p.m. rather. Let's make a connection, so that's fine. I mean, there was the brightness toggle, but that's a good question. Let's double check here. Make sure we didn't mess with that. No, we did not. We did not mess with that. I mean, there could be a bad cap on there, but I think it's moving. I mean, a bad connection or something like that. It was working on mine, so let's just try it again and see what happens. Nothing blew up, so we got that going for us. But let's try it again. Hope everyone is having a good day today. The Monday over here. Nobody likes Mondays. Especially that Garfield character. Okay. There we go. Peanut butter. Macintosh 2CX with peanut butter. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, it would be neat if maybe one of these machines could use like an LED backlight kit or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. I think we have almost 70 people watching. If you are watching and you have not liked or subscribed, please consider doing so. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps me out. Encourages me to make more of whatever this is. Content? Is that what they call it these days? Alright. So. Put it like that. And you know what? We're just going to test it like this. It's probably safer than the other way around. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to undo this hard drive here. Because maybe that's drawing too much power or something. Who knows? Actually, I could... just try and unplug the cable here. Easier said than done. Now I want peanut butter. See, the hard drive ribbon cable just came right off without a problem. It was sticky alright, but it didn't put up a fight. Not at all. Now getting the hard drive out is going to be another question. Come on. Come on. Just slide right out of it. Oh, that's right. It has that little thing. So we have to take the modem off. This is fun. I do not. I almost bought one during that Amazon Prime thing, but no. I can test the volt. I mean, this power supply I'm using with this PowerBook worked fine on the other two PowerBooks. Not saying it's perfect by any means, though, but it did work okay. And that plastic disintegrated as I touched it. Yay, PowerBooks! All just to get this stupid hard drive out. Because I am curious if this was drawing too much power and making it unhappy. And since it's mine, I don't care if the plastics break. Those early PowerBook adapters often need to be kept in themselves. Sometimes it's helpful to use a bench power supply to roll them out as a factor. That is good to know. See, this is my first encounter with one of these machines, so that is something that I will take to heart. And of course I can't screw that down anymore because the screw posts have disintegrated into nothing. Alright, well at least let's try and this is gonna be fun. Let's move these screws so I don't lose them. Yeah, this is a 3 amp power supply, and it specifically says 24 watts on the tip. Oop. Crap. Oh, God. Old computers are fun. Floppy drives flopping around now. This is not a PowerBook. This is more of like an exploded sandwich. Alright. Alright. This is gonna need so much glue and plastic standoffs and all that stuff. So much of it. Alright. Alright, at least the screen is going to be sturdy. There we go. Alright, the hard drive is removed, so any extra draw should be eliminated, hopefully, maybe, kind of, sort of. But, good suggestions there, Elmino. I will have to invest in a bench power supply. If anyone has suggestions, send me a link I know I've looked at a few and I'm like, is that enough amperage for what I need forever? Because, you know, I just want to buy one. I wouldn't want to buy multiples. You know. Exploded Sandwich is my new brand name. Oh, Joe. Alright, so we're going to plug in the power cord here. And we're going to turn the strip on. And push the button. The light comes on. Let's see if it'll turn off. Yeah, and it turns off. Interesting. Well, it's brighter than it was before, and this is actually doing something. I mean, let me turn the light off. So let's turn this off. And we'll turn it on. Well, there is a line through there. Well, that goes away. May I actually see the fluorescent from all around it. But, well, at least, let me get a cleaner shot of this. Because I'll have to show Ron this. And the flickering is not happening in person. But, yeah. Well, yeah, because I took the hard drive out, that's why. Yeah, well, there's only one thing here for the brightness. And it's probably not happy. You know what? Let me try something. Let me turn it to the off position. Yeah, see, it's a little better now. There are little pots on the back of it, yes. So, but this display is looking much better, even if there's a problem with the brightness or something. So I'm going to send that back to Ron, and he could adjust the pots. There are pots on the display. They're actually right there. But I don't know the settings or anything like that. So, if the stream froze, it must be on your end, because YouTube is telling me everything is good to go. So, yeah, I mean, we can reset the PRAM. I don't think that's going to do anything. Oh, we could try. Whoops. This camera mount is not agreeing with me today. Oh, yeah, that's we don't have a thing. Oh, the power button doesn't want to work. That's great. This is a 180C. There's only one slider. The power button doesn't want to work. Oh, there it goes. Well, either way, the screen is probably better than it once was. That's the assumption I'm making. I'm going to turn the system off, unplug it, and just for funsies, where's the other one? Here's the other 180 I had. Ow. Cut myself. Help if I turn this power strip on. That's how bright the screen should be. You hold down Shift so it boots up faster so I can shut it down. And we'll confirm the amount of memory in this one. I think this one had 14 megs of space, of memory rather. Yeah, this one has a little bit of green instead of black for some lines of text. We have 14 megs of memory on here, running System 753 with System 7.5 Update 2. So let's shut that down. Unplug that. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. Because at least now I know that the display works. I can send it back to Ron and say the display is working correctly. Because I couldn't do that before. Memory card is unobtainium. Well, I'm glad I obtained it, because I usually never get anything with goodies in it. Alright, so what I should do is I should put this hard drive in and back it up, I guess. I have an external dealie. Where did I put that? What was I working on that was a PowerBook that I was booting? Oh, it wasn't a PowerBook, it was the Apple set-top box. Where did I put that board? Where did that go? I was just... Oh, it's upstairs. I must have taken it out. Cable out, though. Hold, please. Let me stand up for a second. I was messing around with the Apple set-top box, and I had the SCSI adapter. I have another one here. I know that one works. I'm not sure if this one does, but well, we'll find out. Because I was going to boot to a blue SCSI and then back it up. Oh, boy. Yes. Good old 68K. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this carefully. Oh, come on. There we go. Poor floppy drive and hard drive brackets are just destroyed in this. Which happened to all good PowerBooks, unfortunately. It can be fixed with a lot of glue and plastic replacement, but that's what we're dealing with right now. Alright, so lift this up like this. I'm going to unscrew this display. Hey Dave, how's it going? You can just tell him that the recap of his display, Joe, was maybe successful, but it's a little dark. And you might have to adjust things. Alright, so let's put all those screws away. But safe travels, Joe. And everyone who's making their way out to Kansas Fest, enjoy. Hope you have fun. I wish I could be there. Not this year, maybe next year. Alright, so flip this screen back over. I forgot to undo those cables, but I can undo them from... No, I can't. At least I could do this. Oh, Dave! Thank you very much for the super chat, my friend. Eep! Thank you. It's very kind of you. Dave does, like 20-hour-long live streams every Sunday. Check them out if you want to watch a bunch of dorks like us working on stuff simultaneously. But eep! Thank you very much, Dave. Appreciate it. That's one cable out. It's the other cable out. Okay. So now the ribbon cable is separate from the display. Now we can remove the inverter thingamajig from the display also. Okay, whew, jeez. Now I'm actually going to use this PowerBook without the screen because I have that external adapter. It'll be much easier to mess around with hard drives and do stuff without worrying about a screen flopping around. Because we already have a bunch of junk that's broken here. Let me get some electrical tape or something. Just like tape this down. So that's not going to do anything. I guess I should put the hard drive back in. Because there's a clip on this that doesn't let you undo it, which is not fun. Make sure I'm lining this up properly. I think this could only go one way. Yes, and I was incorrect. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's put the hard drive back in. First, I want to see if that memory module works correctly. And then I'm curious if we could image the hard drive. You never know what's on here. There might be something interesting. Or not. Oh, come on. Close enough. This is going to be the weirdest computer ever. Oh, goodness. The American Dream Report. Alright, we have our crazy convoluted video adapters. Well, we did. Where'd it go? Ah, poopy. Did I take it out of the thing? Yes, I did. Alright, here we go. Oh, the camera moved. That's great. I bought like a proper camera mount, and I just have no where the hell I put it. I'll have to buy another one and waste money. No, Joe. No, maybe. Maybe. You're already on my Patreon. What more could I do? Find me later. Alright, let's figure out what we want to do here. We have our SCSI adapter. And we have our blue SCSI. I'm just going to make sure, that there's a suitable image on this SD card so I can back stuff up. There might not be, but we'll find out in a moment. Okay, let me open up my thingamajig here. Yeah, so this is... I missed how that was like I think a 100 meg drive. So let's make a partition here. We'll just make let's just say 120 megabytes. We'll create that disk image. The disk jockey will make that noise because that's what it does. And then I will drag that file for my downloads. Disk Jockey is a great little app if you want to make disk images for your blue SCSI or raw SCSI or any of that stuff. Alright, so these are previous. This is for, make a new folder. It's for my LC575. So I'm going to put those disk images in a different folder. We'll keep that as, let's do ID 2, just to play it safe. And we'll eject that. Take out that SD card. Put it in our little blue SCSI. And then we have to use our PowerBook adapter. So many adapters. SCSI dock mode is off. plug that into HDI interconnect there. We're going to try and find our modern mouse. And switch back to this mode. Oh boy. And yeah, let's power it up and see what happens. Hopefully positive things. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't think that there's still a screen plugged in. I think it does. It thinks there's still a screen plugged in. Oh boy. So how are we going to activate sleep mode? Oh god. That's right, we need external power for the SCSI. This is not terminated. So much conversion technology. We're going to make Ken blush. So somehow we're going to have to, I don't know if it's magnetic on these models. It might just be a physical switch by the trackball. Either way, we'll try and figure that out. Control F1? Control's not going to do anything on the Mac, and there's no function keys on this computer. So that's not going to help us out here. If it was a Windows machine, maybe. But that's not how Macs work. Let's see, I could type in that's not going to do anything. Something 2.0. Alright, let's try and shut that down. Oh, we do have restart buttons. Alright, let's see if I could figure this out. Power strip is off. There's no display to fuss with as much. Hi. Let's undo this. Yeah, see, when the thing goes into here, I don't think that hits anything. Love you. What's your tops on your Apple wish list? Oh, probably just like little accessories now. You know, like the Apple CD caddy drive. That'd be fun. I don't have one of those. I have the hard drive and the tape drive, not the caddy drive. I don't even need this. Let me not even plug this in. That's the keyboard and everything. Let's see if we can just use it this way. That's right, the speakers are on there. Well, let's see if anything will work without it. It is a school night. Uh-oh. Maybe it won't work without that plugged in. Nope, there it goes. Hard drive spinning. I'm showing you all how not to use a PowerBook. Yeah, we still get this as the secondary display. Even when there's nothing plugged in. That's a thing. For sure. I'm stumped. I do have the Apple IIe card, and I do have a DOS card of some variety. Just came off a very early business call. Thought I'd stop by. Well, Mr. T, hello. Good evening, good morning. I don't know what we're doing anymore. We were trying to fix a PowerBook, and now we just have, like, the business half of a PowerBook on the table with a bunch of cables sticking out of it. I created a desktop, yes. Well, There must be some way to jump it to tell it that there's a... to not use the internal display. Or something to trip the sleep sensor. Is there something in the lid of this? I don't think there's any mechanism with the hinges or anything that would flip a switch. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong in a number of ways. Because that's what I do best here. I make assumptions. I mean, there could be something. Yeah, maybe? Hold on. I think I see a micro switch by the track bolt. Hold on a second. What happens if I do this? Well, that might just be a catch. Well, I could remove it, I guess. Let's just see. Every piece of plastic I touch on this machine shatters instantly. It's so sad. So sad. I'll need like a tub of glue. No, I don't see any mechanism or anything by that. So it's nothing as fancy as it's like on the other PowerBooks. Put that back. I'm very hesitant to take apart the other one because it's kind of working. I don't want to make it more upset. Let me take a look by this inverter. I'm just curious. I know you can't see much. I apologize. No, he doesn't. Yeah, everything looks happy on that side, so. Oh, something fell out. What fell? It hit my leg. Oh. I almost rolled over it. The brightness slider. Well, we don't need that right now. Oh, boy. Well. Yeah, hey, PowerBooks. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if there's something on Macintosh Garden we could download and put on the hard drive. Let's see. Let's go to the Macintosh Garden. Who loves a garden? It's a Macintosh garden. He's singing his own theme songs. All right, screen sharing. Here we go. Let's. That's not the screen I want to share. Sure, we'll share this one. All right. There was no sound there for a second because I'm an idiot. All right. Let's see. PowerBook. Let's see. Main display. I don't know. Control Command 6. I'm not familiar with that one. I mean, I don't have a keyboard plugged into this, but I can do that. Secondary monitor. All right, let's plug a keyboard in. Let's you know what, the hard drive is spun down, so I'm just gonna shut the machine off. Ooh, that's hot. Whatever that is, that's pretty warm to the touch. you can't see me. Hold on a second. Let me fiddle with this. Let me do that. And then plug the mouse in to here. And then we need this SCSI plugged in. But now we need something to hold that up because that needs clearance. Oh, this is just a whole bunch of fun. That's not going to work. Need something taller. This is so ridiculous. I got to show you. This thing is at such an incline. Look at that. It's just like floating. Oh boy. Oh, Joe. All right. Let's try and do a thing. Oh gosh. Oh, I could just do. See, I'm an idiot. I could just do SCSI disk mode. I didn't have to rip apart the whole machine to image the hard drive. It was already open. But I could just use this little switch, go to SCSI dock mode, plug it into the Power Mac 8600 behind me, or a different Mac, and I'd be good to go. There would be no reason for me to do any of this. All right, what the hell are we doing here? Let's try that Command 6 or whatever that someone said. Turn that back on. Wait, you don't want power on anymore? There it goes. The sound has Oh. I'm sorry. I clicked on the wrong thing. I apologize. Echo should be gone now. That's what happens when you haven't streamed in like 2 weeks. Maybe you went to the bathroom. Yes, like the 7500 kickstand. So brittle. Just continue searching things. Monitor. Does anybody know in the chat if there's an extension that forces the internal screen to be mirrored or disabled, or I don't know. You know it's gonna be a long, long time till my Quadra 840 AV will chime. I'm not the crazy Mac 84 they think I am. No, no. I'm the PowerBook man. Thank you, Joe. Blowing up hard drives as I see fit. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Ow, I'm out of ideas. No, I'm not. I hope it makes your drive better, Joe. It can't make it worse. When does the album come out? Never. What was that command that somebody said try? Quicksilver, was it? Let me scroll up. Control Command 6. Nothing. Nothing. I wonder if it's not booting because of the SCSI IDs and all that fun stuff. Lifetime collection of Mac 84 classic commercial. Well, I'm booting from the external SCSI CD, the Apple Legacy CD. So I got that going for me. Bruce, those are dangerous thoughts to have at 10:25 p.m. at night. Hey, look, the trash! I can get. We can see what's in the trash. Isn't this exciting, everybody? It opens on the other side. I mean, technically, let's see what we can do here. It opens everything. Everything on the other screen. I mean, why wouldn't it? I said M, not Netscape. No, don't open Netscape. Oh, God. Hold on a second. There has to be some sort of command. I know there was Command Option TV. I don't think that'll work on this, will it? We'll find out. Just click and drag randomly. You'll get it eventually. Oh, Bruce. No, that doesn't work. Let's see. Let me open that manual again. Where's the manual? Downloads. There isn't a function key. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Oh, I could put the machine to sleep by pressing Command and Shift and press 0. Now let's try and wake it up from the external input, which is not doing. Oh, come on. Now it's really pissed off. Well, there's no keyboard built, like, plugged into it, so I just have the external. It is not happy. Pushing the power button wakes it up, but let's see. I'm looking through the manual to see if there's anything that mentions multiple displays. Let's see. PowerBook display. No, that's troubleshooting. External monitor. Shut down the PowerBook. Make sure the monitor is connected. Monitor's on, but no image appears. External monitor is not show menu bar. Open the monitor's control panel. I can't. Monitor goes dark. Well, that doesn't help me. I'm trying to get the main display to appear on the external display, so I could back up a stupid hard drive for no good reason. Command A, delete, enter. No, Joe. Bad. Bad, Joe. I don't know. I'm dropping viewers because I'm an idiot. I'm too tired to be doing anything useful anymore. Wasn't this fun, everybody? No. Oh, God, I'm an idiot. Special key combinations to force quit. To force quit restart. To debug an application. To rebuild the desktop. That's it? That's all the helpful combinations? So come on. Yeah, I do have an adapter, but that would make too much sense, Joe. And we already had the PowerBook on the table, but yeah, I'm probably going to not mess with this right now because it makes little sense for me to continue doing so. Oh, boy. My goodness. Well, at least we did a few things today. We confirmed that Ron's display works, although it's a bit... We broke plastic inside of a PowerBook. And we found that this had a memory upgrade, which may or may not work, because we cannot confirm that without plugging the display back in. I'm too lazy to do that. Because that takes time and careful adjusting, and I don't want to do that right now in my sleepy state. This time I'm yawning on camera. I'm going to make Bruce yawn, and now he's going to be pissed at me. I do want to mess around with another Quadra, but I don't think I have the energy to do that now. Because there is a Quadra machine that I do have that is kind of working. And I would like to remain it kind of working. But it's one of those things where I'm not taking it on at nearly 10:30 at night. Oh boy. Newer machines use Command F1. I don't think there was a shortcut back in the 68K days. Yeah, on certain machines, like the Quadra 840 AV, which is similar to this one, which is why I'm pointing to it. It has a composite video out. So there was a command built in, I think it's Command Option TV, that when you boot it up, it would force the primary display to be on the composite monitor of the output of the system rather than the monitor port on the system. How is the 2CI? It's over there. Well, not there. It's... oh, I can't even turn the camera anymore because it's not happy. Two boards right there. One works, the other doesn't. And it's probably just a parts machine now. But yeah, I'll have to continue that. I wanted to mess with something that was mine today. I didn't want to do any repairs for anybody else today. Technically, this was a mix of that because I did have Ron's display that I already fixed that I wanted to see if it did work. Surprise, it did not. Well, it kind of does. There's something with the brightness. Maybe it's one of those pots or something. I'm not going to mess with that. I'll let Ron mess with that. It's his display. But yeah, I'm going to unplug this blue SCSI. It does not need to be powered on at this moment in time. Oh no, yeah, that was both those 2CIs were client machines. Yeah, I'll let Ron adjust the pots. Let him do that. I have my own screens I have to adjust, but at least it's recapped, and that's what he really needed help with. So I'm happy to have done that for him. I have to recap both of my screens, so I will do that. I just don't think I have the energy to start that right now. I don't know. We still have like 50 people watching, and I do have the display already. Well, whatever. All right, let's recap it. You convinced me. You convinced me. You done convinced me. And if this doesn't go well, it's all your fault. Yeah, we didn't use the soldering iron all day. So let's change that. Go to our microscope. Make sure the microscope wants to work today. There we go. Yee! All right, so let's see how my screen is. Oh yeah, look at all that fun stuff. Delicious capacitor fluid. Yum. Sleepy recapping song. Thank you, Gupon, for the super chat. Yep. Let's see. I'm going to bed, but I have to recap things, and if I don't do it, I'm going to dream of them. I don't know. I dreamt about that Quadra 840 AV once because I was like very tired. I wanted to play with it, And I'm like, oh, I wonder if I do this, if it'll get it to work again. And then I dreamt about it. It was very strange. Anywho, we're going to get all these delicious caps off, because that's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I think your ribbons are probably damaged. Well, the ribbon that was used on the other thing is fine. It's totally fine. I don't think it's damaged, but that's just an assumption. It's just an assumption. Let's try and clean some of this gunk off. Ugh. Is this to your liking, Bruce? Yum yum yum. Ooh, there's a bad trace there. Oh, that's nasty. I don't even know where my scalpel is. Well, that's fun. Yeah, well, it could be the internal ones. Yeah, sure, why not? It also could be a bunch of capacitor goo. I fix what I can, and we'll see what happens. Thankfully I have 2 of them, so if this one's not 100% happy, it's not the end of the world. Now this is going to be fun, because there's so much plastic around, I'm not really going to use the hot air. Well, I guess I could use it in this area. Ugh. Come on, get in there. Eight hours later. Where is my... There it is. Drink. Now this is probably not the best way to do it, but I have done this semi-successfully before. You might get a lifted pad or so, but since there's so much plastic everywhere, what I try and do is just heat up these pads enough and sort of what I call walking the caps off the board. It does put stress on the pads. It is not something that you should do if you are not already, familiar with soldering. But in situations like this, where there are very close quarters and there's a lot of plastic, it can be one method to do. So that's what we're doing. Oh, that one stinks, man. Woo! This one's going to be a pain in the butt. I could smell all of this delicious goo that's bubbling up everywhere. I should like ultrasonically clean this. Cut the cap in half and disassemble it from the top down. That is one way to do it. It's not going to be how I approach this today. Hopefully I don't have to. That pad is definitely wobbling around. But see, the problem is, whoopsie, yep, ripped that pad right off. That's okay. The box is empty. The pad goes right there. Sleepy Steve should not be recapping computers. That's alright, it's mine. I don't care, I'll fix it. If this was somebody else's machine, I'd be like, ah, poopy. It's mine, I don't care. Be as ugly as it wants. And it's entertaining. Maybe. I'm gonna get an angry letter for some dork. You did the thing wrong and you made me cry. I didn't lose a pad. I know exactly where it is. Yeah, especially when these pads are crusty, it's very difficult to get everything off there. Let me undo these first. Capacitor juice. Yeah, that's nice. You do you, and I do me. And we'll both get to... how's the rest of that go? You take the high road, and I'll take the low road. Now you get the... Yeah, these are just a wee bit stubborn. Yeah, that's how it should be. A little bit easier. I'm tired of making bad decisions, and we're broadcasting it live so everyone can judge me. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm just gonna melt all the plastic of these caps. I don't care. Doesn't help that they're so darn close together. There we go. I'll lift it up a little bit. That's fine. Just see all the goo under there, though. It's disgusting. Yes, I do, Bruce. I specifically did order some. The ones that are non-usual are the 10 microfarad 25s. Thankfully, the rest are 1016s and 4716s. But that's a good eye, Bruce. And our friend in the chat here does have a recapping guide for a lot of these PowerBooks, which is great. Come on. These just smell delicious. It may not work, but you'll feel better. I need a stress-reducing PC. Just like some terrible Pentium 4 pile of crap. Like a Pentium 4 Toshiba laptop, where like the heatsink is sticking out of the back of the laptop because they didn't know how to cool things yet. Or those processors were just ridiculously hot. I speak of one because my cousin had one. Hi, cousin. You know who you are. That thing was just a pile of... It just would overheat. Whose ever idea to shove a Pentium 4 into a laptop at that day and age was just absolutely silly. 2 more to go. Are those the ones with all the sad caps? Like the one I got from you? Thankfully, I just wanted the case. But, yeah, those the sad capacitor Pentiums. One day there'll be something that people will be like, oh yeah, I want to build a Pentium 4 build. I don't think that's really happening yet. I mean, I'm not a big PC guy, so what the hell do I know? Well, Joe, I will walk. You should drive 70 miles back in that direction and complain. And I almost got flux into my power strip. That's great. This is why you shouldn't solder things when you're half asleep. A gaggle of teenage girls. That just means, Joe, that you could explore another fast food place and test your indestructible stomach theory. I guess it's less of a theory at this point. It's probably a fact. Oh boy, these are being a pains in the butt. Doesn't help that this metal frame is like right there. I just shoved the iron in there. Who cares? Oh yeah, we love to hear that plastic squeak. Squeak? It's a new word. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't worry, everybody. I do not recommend doing this, so don't do what I do. Should probably just twist this damn thing off. My wrist is getting hurty. Steve's poor wrist is getting hoity. He should stop. Come on, you pile of PowerBook. There we go. You too now. There, now you're actually lifted up. Squiggly plastic. Oh, come on, you stupid thing. Don't make me rip your pad off too. You know what? I've had enough. I'm getting my clippers. I'm not twisting anything off. I'm clipping off. Joe, this one's for you, buddy. Yum. Don't do what I do, etc., 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 etc. I've got the new FOTS. Same as the old FOTS. Delicious. My preferred method. Joe's method is just to stab everything. And that's not a bad method, because, you know, stabbing things is usually good. It helps relieve stress. I feel less stressed now. Oh gosh. Whee! No, see, then I don't have the satisfaction of going, yes, oh, look how bad that is. Look how much heat I'm applying directly to it, and that wasn't going anywhere. My goodness. Oh, that stinks. Oof. Ugh, PU. Ooh. Oof. Oh, that's terrible. Oh. This hotel's full screen. Tell them you're trying to watch a crazy old man in New Jersey solder things and they have to be quiet. Look at all this goo. Cleanup time. This is my PowerBook, so I don't care how it actually looks and from the inside. As long as it works, and I never have to open it up again, I'm alright. We got pads that are lifting and a pad that is gone, but I don't care. La la la. Was he just humming to the song of the Winnie the Pooh cartoon for the 90s? Absolutely not. How dare you make a wild accusation such as that? Alright, this was equally crusty on Ron's. Ugh. Oh, that's lovely. I'm not doing that today. That sounds like extra work. Does that require me to do something? Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that. Oh, we have a trace over there. Where the heck did I put my scalpel? Oh, I know where it is. Hold, please. forgot I was filming something and I was opening it up with the tool thingamajig. Oh, roly-poly fish heads. Yeah. Eat 'em up, yum. Alright, let's see. Hey, look at that. We still got a connection. And over here, that looks like one as well. Oh, the tip of my scalpel is gone. That's handy. Alright, everything else look happy enough, right? Yes, no, maybe no. Speak now or I will forever forget about you and move on to another computer worthy of more attention. This is a Swan Morton handle, and then there's little blades. I believe Bruce has them on his website because I just copied whatever he had. Bruce, if you're still awake, if you want to slap a link in there. But anybody who just joined, hi. I have no idea what I'm doing, but hi. Trying to fix things that broke. Let's see if I can take that pad off of here. No, that's stupid. That's stupid. Just put a replacement cap on there. So that's the 1025s. So I have to look in my little thingamajig here. Let's see. Let's bring my little thing up. Where's Frank? Hello, Frank. 4716s. We'll need those. We'll need those. And I actually wrote it down. Actually says it on the little bag for the PowerBook. It says 4 PowerBooks. Is this it? No. Oh, that's the other one. I don't need that. I have a lot of 1016s. I always think I ran out of them. I like keep buying them. 'Cause I'm an idiot. I guess it's good to have spares. It's hit the B square. 25, 22. Ah, so close. It's easier just to order new capacitors than to see if I have them in stock. Is that a 1025? 1025. There's a 50. No, did I put them? No, I put them back in here because I was working on it the other day. An empty bag. That's helpful. Should really organize them. That would take too long. 4716s. I would rather just waste the time that everybody's watching. I'm afraid you're just too darn loud. Here they are. 10 microfarad, 25 volt. And I even wrote on there PowerBook 180C display. Or display. So those are the ones I have. Those are the ones I'm using. Let me open up the little website thingamajig. I will say, the website with the recapping guide here, it's a little confusing because what is it? Let me sharpen my critique before I just blurt something out that makes no sense. So if I go to capacitor reference, that's all well and good. But if I go to Macintosh portal, which I might do because I'm an idiot, and if I click on PowerBook and then I click on like PowerBook 100 series and then I click on PowerBook 180C, it would be nice to have, and you can't see anything what I'm doing because I'm an idiot and I did not share my screen. It would be nice to have that link to one another. So for example here, if I'm on Yeah, my microphone stopped working on that screen. I was just pointing out where the things are. That's all. But essentially what I was saying is if you go to the PowerBooks like guide, it doesn't list the caps. And it would be handy if there was a link for the cap guide on that. Because you're already looking at how to like take everything apart. It would be very handy if you just had a link there. Just a suggestion. Alright, so just making sure what we got to do. So there are 2 of the 1025s there. So let's go back to the microscope view here and finish that up. Now I'm just too darn quiet. Alright, so let's get 2 of these caps off of here. Oopsies. Dropped the capacitor. Yep, no worries. Just, I know it's probably on your radar, but, you know, I was an idiot, and I'm like, where the heck is this thing? And I'm, like, looking around. I'm like, I swear there were capacitor lists on here. And I'm like, oh, it's on the other thing. Alright, so this will be fun. And by fun, I mean mildly annoying. There's that spool of wire. Where's my other spool of wire that I was using? Well, I had it somewhere. Ah, poop. Where'd it go? That's the thinner one. I want to use the thicker spool of wire. Ugh, my knees. Where the heck did it go? I was just using it. And it's bright green for a reason, so it's hard to lose. I guess I... Yeah, here it is. Right under the stupid fax modem card. You heard those knees. Oh, God. I tell this a lot in my streams, but once I was working at a brand new office with some brand new coworkers, and the air conditioner was like not like running at the moment, like it was off or whatever. And I went to stand up, and you hear crack, crack, and my coworker, she looks over at me, and she goes, "Was that you?" It's like, yeah. I swear I'm okay. I'm not dead yet. It's a lovely thing that runs in our family. Joe, I think you would sleep better knowing that I am having a grand old time with capacitors. Knowing that it's not you. I really should replace the blade to this scalpel, but I'm an idiot. And I love when people watch these like afterwards and they'll like live comment during them. Like, you put the cap on wrong. It's like, yeah, I fixed that like 5 seconds later. You put your comment wrong. How about that? Steve's just old and cranky tonight. Yes. Just need to tack that on a little bit. There we go. And I will secure it now. It's way too much flux, but I don't care. Let's just bridge that whole thing, huh? Make our lives a lot easier. Class? No, we're not. No one here is allowed to have any class at all, especially me. And that's why I let out a big burp. Fun times. Just soldered myself into a corner here, I think. Whatever. We'll figure it out. These tweezers are not making my job easier. Now let's do a continuity test. And I just knocked the thing off the floor. Onto the floor. Now I want ice cream. People are talking about being hangry. Now I want ice cream. It's all your fault, Quicksilver. Yay! Alright, so that worked. You're telling me. I had this whole stream has been a pain in the butt, you know. As I stab my desk repeatedly with the soldering iron by mistake. Oh, God. I should be in bed. This is not how you wind down for bed. Just 5 more capacitors, honey. Okay. Alright. Still have to test this damn thing. Well, I'll try, that's for sure. The rest of these caps should be okay. Boop, boop. Oh, and I should tidy that up there. Just put a wee bit of solder right over there. Just there. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Where's my tweezers? Losing tools left and right. Can't speak. Can't stop doing the monkey. Oh, come on. I should really buy like decent tweezers, but I always forget what I need by the time I go back upstairs. Alrighty. So that thing's a little out of focus. Apologies. I should have really put that one in before I did the others. Thankfully, those are tiny. You should really remove the metal shielding and clean both sides of the board carefully with... who has time for that? If it was a client's board, I will do that. For mine, I could always do it again later. It's just certainly not removing anything else tonight. But yeah, it would probably not be a bad idea to do that to Ron's and like throw it in the ultrasonic cleaner to make it all happy and smiles and roses. This one wasn't nearly as dirty as Ron's board one was. Cannot word good no more. Oh, come on. That was kind of crooked, but I don't care, it's mine. Alright, I care a little bit because Bruce is watching maybe still. There. Slightly less crooked. Alright. And we have another little tiny little baby capacitor as I smash things all over the place. Too much flux! Oh god, the humanity. Just spread most of that over here. Thank you. My back hurts from leaning over and looking in the microscope because I'm old, I'm old, I'm old. Whee! I put too much pressure on that cap and it went whee! Because I'm old, I'm dumb, and I do the stupid thing. It did it again. Problem is these tweezers are uneven, so it acts as a springboard if I do it the wrong way. And there's a solder ball now. Let me suck you up. Yum. Enough silliness, Steven. Just finish the damn solder job. And you could go to bed. Why are you doing that? That's dumb of you. No, do this. Yeah, there we go. No, thank you, Joe. I'd rather jump into a lava pit. Oi, the heat. All right, so we have one more of those. Yeah, one. I should have taken one more out of the bag. All right, there's one little cap that needs to go over here too. All right, and again, the recapping guide I am following for this is at macdat.net. So macdat.net, check it out. Bunch of PowerBook resources and other Mac stuff there. The only place I could find information on the inverters and stuff like that. So check it out. If you have not done so already, it's a good resource. Bookmark it. Very helpful because you don't really want to recap one of these machines and, you know, go through the process of opening it up only to discover you don't have the, you know, the part or whatever in stock. You're like, oh, I got to order that thing. You know, this way, get ahead of that. Alright, so now we did those. Now we just have the 47 microfarad, 16 volts, which should just be hanging around on the table, unless I move them. I probably did. Yeah, we are. Steve used to not drink, but now he's a drunk. I like the capacitors. Yuck. Alright, let's finish this up, huh? Mac-Yak is on a wee bit of a hiatus. Hopefully, we'll return on Thursday. As scheduled. You won't want to miss it. It's gonna be a big show. A really big show. Whee! Cap juice. Whee! Flux. Alright. Alright. 1400. Yeah, I have one or two 1400 machines, which are a little sad. So, one of the first PowerBooks, I remember my mom had to buy it off eBay for us. And it was a good deal. It was like, I think $50 or something, or $70 for a laptop. Unfortunately, we got scammed. The seller claimed they sent it, Then they said, oh, I didn't send it, and we eventually got a broken one. And it was all corroded. I was like, why is there white powder all over this? I still have it, of course, so maybe I can fix it up. But I just remember being so disappointed. So I was like, wow, it's a PowerPC, because I had a PowerBook 500 series at the time. So I was like, oh, neato. But yeah, it was not meant to be, unfortunately. Right, let's nudge these. Make sure they are all okay. And let's clean that up a bit. All right. Hopefully that display is a bit happier. It might not be, but I feel better for doing it. Oh boy. How about I want new knees? It doesn't really rhyme with the Huey Lewis and the News song, but how about a whole new body? I'll just like swap all the bad parts out. Alright, let's get this finished so I go to bed. Which means I'm gonna rush and make mistakes. Woohoo! Bruce is like, keep going, I have more things to do. Alright, so I should really put something down. Dot matrix paper, perfect. No, I'm not taking anything off right now. I just want to see how it is. I'm too tired to do any of this properly. All right. That's so much fun. All right. Okay. So I'm going to screw the screen in here. Yeah, leave the PowerBook on long enough, you'll have tunnel vision. Unfortunately. Not saying that to be mean, I'm just saying it seems to be the case in these things. I had a beautiful 180. It's just like tunnel vision the hell out of itself. All right. All right, so we have our motherboard here. And so it's the fun part. There's multiple fun parts to this, but this is one of them. Holding the display up so it doesn't get cranky. Plugging that in. All right. I'm going to turn this around. You can't see what I'm doing because I'm a horrible cameraman, and I'm going to blame it on the thing. Okay. So that's my original display. This is my parts system. And I'm going to have to get the power cord and everything. Alright, folks. This better work or you're going to hear some interesting language. I should probably plug the mouse in. Where'd my mouse go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? How do I have two keyboards here with none of the cables or the mouse? Where did I put it? Oh, that's sad, Stephen. You idiot. What did you do with it? I have to stand up. Where'd you put it? You just had the darn thing. Is it under paper or something? No. I'm losing my damn mind. There it is. Things go flying everywhere. And I can't put the mouse in because the plastic isn't sitting 100%, so I have to adjust it. There we go. Make sure the screen doesn't fall. Chime. Oh, I bet you I didn't. I bet you the slider's in the wrong direction. Nope. Ah, crap. Well, I did something. Is everything plugged in there? Oh, that might not be plugged in 100%. Lick the big transformer. I'm going to wait for it to turn on, then I'm going to shut it down. Because I don't want to mess up that hard drive. I think I see the problem. Yeah, I'm not touching anything if I don't got it. Don't worry. Stick your fingers in it. Find the voltage. Okay. I don't think that cable was 1,000% seated. Okay. And then this slider should be, I think, that way? Oh, that's not connected. That's why. This little inverter board, I didn't I didn't plug the inverter board back in. Yay, now it's back in. Let's put the screws back in too. And yes, that wasn't there for Ron's board. I only messed with it after that. Ron's display, I should say. Alright. This is what happens when you're tired and you do things. Stupid things happen. Oh, I get it. Stumpy could only do stupid tricks. Alright. God, what a mess of a PowerBook I've made this, huh? Alright. Take number 374. There goes nothing. There we go. And look at that. We don't have the thing on the bottom of the screen anymore. So reseating all the flex cables was the solution. And recapping the darn thing, of course. I say that as it goes back to black. But that's because the slider is pointed all the way this way. There we go. Come on, focus. Yay! Yay! Now I just have to glue every piece of plastic back to it. Good job! Look, the mouse goes all the way down there. Whee! We can see the whole screen! Yay! Thank goodness. Now let's see if that got rid of all of our tearing issues and everything. Oh wow, yeah, that's much better. You could see very faint lines, like on the right, very faint. That's a moire pattern. Don't mind that. Oh, it came back. No. Well, let's shut it down. It kind of worked. Something else is happening. I don't know what at this stage. So it probably just needs a good clean. Come on, focus, you darn thing. There we go. Yeah, but those PowerBooks back in the day, I remember playing with them in the store. They were like that still. So broken, fixed, broken. It's that beautiful cycle. Yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely clean the board. I'll have to take it apart. Yeah, it's all right. At least now I know that part of the screen works. It's probably not a ribbon thing because it was stationary as it did that. So it's probably just a weird connection of something, or there's just gunk there or whatever. We'll clean it up. Something's getting hot or something's touching something, and it's causing that. But at least everything on this side looks okay, which is good. But yay! So that's okay, I suppose. Deox all the cables. Yeah, I could wiggle those. What about that bad trace? No, that was fine. I put solder over it, and it should be fine. Anyway, we'll fix that. At least, hey, I know I got 3 PowerBooks off eBay. The 190CS, the two 180Cs, and they were listed as completely broken. The 180Cs, they boot up, they chime, they have creaky plastic, and the displays are eh. But they do work. The same thing with the 190CS. So, hey, that's not bad, huh? Not bad at all. I'll take it. That's a win in my book. Yeah. How about that? Bruce is streaming next. No, he's working. Hopefully Bruce will stream soon. It's fun watching people do this sometimes instead of doing it myself. Anywho, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching. Here's a sneak peek of a video I'm working on. It's already on Patreon. What the hell are these? Yeah, we're going to look into that. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, Bruce, same. Do you have any first-gen iPads? One, and it's my original one. I bought it when it was brand new. Anywho, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff. I do have a Patreon, a little as $1 a month. If you want to support me there, you're welcome to do so. There's also the YouTube membership thing. I try and make the same post in the same place so you don't miss anything. I do have new t-shirts and stuff like that. If you go to shop.mac84.net, I'm going to go to the thing and type this in. Oh, thank you very much, Cody. www.shop.mac84.net. There we go. And there's a bunch of shirts and mugs and mouse pads. The mouse pads are probably my fave. And a bunch of other cool things. I was going to wear one, but then I came down here and I realized I didn't have it on. And I didn't change into it. So, anywho, shop.mac84.net. Check that out. I should be releasing some videos fairly soon. So, fingers crossed whenever I have time. And yeah, that's about it for now. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And Eep, have a good night, have a good day, take care, thanks for all the super chats, greatly appreciate everyone's support, and we'll get back to this at some time. Alright, see you later, bye!